Which should be a great one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And his first look is incomplete.
When you think back to the success he had throwing the football to win last week, so naturally, he's going to come out throwing here, but that time, they couldn't connect.
Second and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on it. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now Hurts looking to change the play. Now on 2nd and 16, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16 yards. But it brings up 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up. Let's start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start on the ground with Irvin. Stop stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
3rd and 9 here.
Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Buccaneers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. Well, they got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. I see what you watch him do it. He's a five outside off from the music. They like what he owns. This is Alpha and Omega. Welcome home.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This 2nd and 4. Oh, now Godwin with a chance to run it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Second down and 4. Now Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might have more power. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk our way. Don't call the matrix. Got that touch my.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
180.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hurts. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Throwing is Hurts. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Yaya Diaby. He's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here is third and quite a ways. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Johnson on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over first and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Run.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. It's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Point it right. 180.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First down, here's White. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They're going to run it with their receiver, Evans. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Throwing, Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they'll locate his running back open downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Here's Jackson to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
But it's 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Seven-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield off the play fake. He completes it right side away. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
180!
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield now. Here's Wright. They set up the screen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. To throw, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Play fake. Mayfield. On the left side, a catch by White. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
A 42-yard attempt.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 33, second and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And it's third down.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The 20, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. offense set to begin their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This is Smith to the ground. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw again. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Barkley, inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Hurts going to move him around. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And we all like to see Tigo. So bring yourself over here, girl. And let me see you get low. If you want this, do it now. Take it to the floor. If you want to act.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down at 13. Mayfield down. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we